Okay, the trick for getting this tone arm out, the main screws, this one here was very hard to get out. Need a good, sharp, fresh number 2 bit. And once you get this out, after disconnecting the anti-skate spring, there are 2 screws underneath here to hold this plate that attaches to the bottom part of the tone arm. Once you get those out, the tone arm falls out. You don't have to take this screw out, you don't have to take this screw out, or even this one underneath here. Just this one and the 2 holding on this plate, which you can't see the screws. And then once they're out, they're out. And keep the tone arm wiring goes through this center part here. This plate comes off after this screw comes out, but you got to make sure and run these wires back up through here exactly like it is right here. It's the very same on the SL-D2 when I did it. This is very, very similar to it. Just the thing I had before was getting this screw out was very hard. I soaked it in WD-40, which I think helped it a little bit. So I've got everything wired back up, and now I got to give it a test. I only have the PCB back on here to help hold the wires in place and routing them. Otherwise it's not being used for anything. So I got the ground wire going directly to the new ground post, and these are all using Allen head screws. Each wire was soldered on the end, tinned on the end, so they're nice and tight, no loose ends. And so now we're done, ready for test. And just a little update here. I got the new tone arm wiring put on the socket then for the tone arm. Did not change anything. Left channel is still like 8 to 10 dBs lower than the right channel. I went ahead and ordered a new one with the new wiring already attached to it, so it'll be a one step thing once I get it in. I'm going to complete this video out of troubleshooting this and working on this. I'm going to work on a part 2. I want to show a detailed video of actually removing the tone arm and installing the new tone arm socket with the wiring, and show how it all goes in, from taking it apart to putting it back in. And because I don't think there's another video out there that I saw dealing directly with this series of turntables. My SL-D2 is pretty much the exact same thing underneath here as this D2. It's set up just about the same, so I will go in detail about how to tear this down and putting it back together when replacing the tone arm wiring. But this is going to be putting the new socket in on the end with the pins, because the DIN at the end of the socket that you screw the head shell onto is bad somewhere inside. Tried several times cleaning it. One time to work. I've used several different carts, all get the same thing, and the same carts work great in the SL-D2. So there's something wrong with the DIN inside. I don't exactly know what it is, and it's not anything I can really fix. So on to the next thing. So this will be the end of this, and just wrap this up, and part 2 will come after I get the new socket with the wiring in sometime later next week. So somewhere between the 16th and the 20th. I got it off of eBay. So that's the end of this.